I'll just say generically 3 up, 3 down heading into the season. I don't know how else to put it. You just do whatever you want with it. But sort of kind of a look ahead 3 up, 3 down. Greg, number 1 star.
Charles Turner. So I did
Jimmy beat me to it.
3 players that I feel good about, and the converse on that. Marcellus Dialis.
Just good. Jimmy, stop.
Keon White. I feel good about him replacing Judon. I think he's going to be a force on all 3 downs. I'll be interested to see if he gets matched up against Trent Brown this week, who is the starting right tackle for the Bengals going into this game. But I think Keon is primed and ready to have a big season.
I went to Mario Douglas. Everything in him in camp seemed to be good. He's maybe their most explosive player, and I think they should be able to get him the ball. So, thrown on the inside, those throws should be there. I feel good about Douglas.
Three guys you feel good about. Number 2.
Hunter Henry. He is coming back from an injury, so I don't know how effective he's going to be week 1, but traditionally Jacoby Brissett loves the tight ends. This is a very tight end friendly offense. He should be, if he's not productive, then they're having issues.
Keon White, same guy Greg said with his first one. White looks like he's ready to have sort of a breakout year.
Number 3.
Punter Bryce Behringer.
Oh, boy.
Okay, Jimmy, go ahead.
Charles Turner. He's going to be used a lot, and he looks really good. I think he's going to have a huge year. I think he's going to be up for Pro Bowl, All-Pro, and considering the amount of times he's going to get the punt this year, he's going to get a lot of work.
It's true.
That guy can kick. Mm-hmm. He can. I mean, but if that's what you're putting on your as your hood ornament,
exactly,
you suck.
Exactly.
So I went with Ramondre Stevenson, and I don't know if they're going to block for him. I thought he looked good though in terms of his, he ran through tackles, he ran hard. I thought he looked good in the times we saw him in the preseason, the limited action. As an honorable mention, I'll say Jalen Polk.
All right, 3 guys you don't feel good about heading into the year.
So Jacoby Brissett's processing speed specifically, you look back on when he's gotten an opportunity to start, there's been 4 seasons. Now, a lot of people bring up he doesn't throw a lot of interceptions, and I think in those 4 seasons, I think he had 17 interceptions when he started a lot for the Colts, the Browns, and there was a Dolphins season where he also started a lot for them. But in that same time, he also had 55 turnover-worthy plays. So I think there's a little bit of luck involved. He's a half a beat slow on everything, and it's going to get him into trouble.
Mazz?
Javon Baker.
We'll get to him coming up.
He ain't going to make it. He's not going to make it.
Number 2, guy you don't feel good about, Greg.
The interior run defense in general. I think it might not show up week 1 because there's no real film on this, but I think once they get out there and they see how the Patriots, who they're putting next to Devon Godchow on the first couple downs, probably Daniel Akalale is going to be the starter. They have some other guys like Jeremiah Farms that can come in. I think they claimed a guy, Jonathan Banks. So I'm interested to get a look at him. But as soon as it's on film, teams are going to say, we just have to take care of Godchow and we can just run over, right defensive tackle. And so I think the Patriots are going to have to run blitz a lot when it comes down to it. I just don't feel very good about their interior run defense.
Christian Gonzalez. I'd keep an eye on that one. He didn't, by all accounts, did not have a good camp. Didn't play much last year. He feels like a soft player. To me, that's one I'd keep an eye on.
3.
The wide zone running for this team in terms of the blocking. Now, what they're doing, it takes time for guys to get used to each other, get used to the timing. It's a timing precision type blocking scheme, and it's going to look rough for a while. It will click at a certain point in time. But the bigger issue is I just don't think, especially now with a Wenu at right tackle, which looks like what they're going to go with in week 1, it's going to be a core 4 left tackle. It's going to be Leverett or City So if he gets back, or Michael Jordan could be at left guard if they promote him from the practice squad for this week. Andrews, Layden Robinson, and Owenu is the line. I just don't think physically, as far as what the guys do, I don't think they're a good fit for the wide zone. And the problem with that is everything is predicated off of their ability to run that way. The runs look like passes, and the passes look like the runs, and it's a lot of deception baked in. But if they can't run, if they can't execute the wide zone, they're going to be cooked.
If that's their line, I would prepare for a lot of running right. Because I'm not going near that left side. But that said, Mike Onwenu is my third. So
That you don't feel good about.
Correct. So let me get this straight. They went 4-13 last year. He got a new contract, and he came in at 380.
Well, 360 said Lombardi. I heard 380, but yes.
Okay, 380 after getting a contract on a 4-13 team.
Which is not gaining 80 pounds, which is what people have accused Lombardi of saying, which I didn't.
He did say that at one point in time. There was an earlier podcast, and maybe he just misspoke.
Yeah.
But he did say
80
pounds.
Okay. He didn't gain 80, but he may have gained 30.
Can I say it this way?
Yeah.
A 4-13 team. He came in, got a new contract, and came in fat. Okay, can I say that?
Heavy.
Fat.
Overweight.
He came in fat. That is a bad sign if one of your highest paid guys basically takes the offseason off after going 4-13. Bad sign. I'm done.
I will say, I guess some people wrote in to tell you that I had, talked about Onwenu's weight.
Yeah, you did.
Almost immediately in OTAs. I was like, because we had heard from Big Mike that he was going to train to be an offensive tackle because that's what he was going to do. So I figured he was going to slim down a little bit. And then I saw him at OTAs, and I'm like,
no,
he ain't slimming down. He looks a little large. And I heard he miss weight a couple times. And so, but he says he's 350, and that's what he wants to play at now.
And he'll be at right tackle.
He will be.
Okay.
Yep.
If you like that clip, check out more videos from Felger Mazz here. For more Patriots analysis and opinion, hit this playlist. And for all the latest from the Sports Hub, download the app at 985thesportshub.com.